Good morning, everyone. The Delaware County Commissioner meeting for July 23rd, 2018 is now in session. Would you stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Again, good morning. To my right is Vice President Commissioner Barb Lewis. To my left is fellow Commissioner Jeff Benton. Our administrator today, Mike Fromer, is with us, and is our clerk, Jennifer Walraven. With that, let's begin.
Resolution number 18-802, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held July 16th, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-802. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment or elected official comment today, so that brings us to item number 4, resolution number 18-803, in the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0720 and procurement card payments in batch number 0720.
So move.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-803. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-804, in the matter of approving travel expense request.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-804. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-805, in the matter of accepting and approving the Delaware County Sheriff's Office Transport Report for the month of June 2018.
So move.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-805. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-806, in the matter of approving notification letters for 2018 Clean Ohio Local Agricultural Easement Purchase Program.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Morning, Scott Stevens, Administrator at the Delaware Soil and Water Conservation District. Happy to answer any questions you might have about the 2018 funding round. It's definitely an increase from what our original allotment would be. The get us to about 707,000 total this year, up about 300,000 from what we were originally allocated. It's crumbs as they go through all the applications across the state. People either decline offers or just how the money shuffles around. We were able to fund 5 of the 7 farms this year. So,
Were there any surprises in the?
other than a significant amount of that crumbs, kind of the way that they affectionately say, the way the cookie crumbles, you just never know what those official funds. I'm surprised that much additional money. Normally, it's like, 2 years ago we were offered like another 40,000 to make offers, so that's a significant increase
big
there.
increase.
So this is more than twice as much as we were.
Pretty close. We've been in that 350 to 400,000 range, and I would predict that going into the 19, the upcoming 19 funding round, we'll be back to that 350,000, I would think.
Any scoring issues, concerns, surprises that?
No, pretty much right on. The scoring system's been in place since 2013.
Right.
So there's our land valuations, you can see, all the funded farms and all 6 of the 7 total ranked at the Ohio Administrative Code max at $2,000 an acre. Historically, we'd been at, in that 1,500 to 1,650, 1,700 an acre offer, but as the land values increase with our recent trying to the reevaluation, we're bumping the top now. So.
Okay. What kind of timeline then on getting this through the process?
2 years. It's a 2-year process from the time that we would start the title work. Like, we're just now getting some closing instructions on the 2016 funding round, so it's about a 2-year lag. And the bottlenecks all at the Ohio Department of Agriculture. Their title review process, they'll do 50 or so a year easements, give or take. So they've got one staff attorney that does that title review work as it comes in. So it's a total bottleneck there.
So they do 50 or so statewide?
Yeah,
and we got
about 50. It's about $6 million it's about $6.5 to $8 million, depending on how the Clean Ohio bond funds come in. So, and it varies by year. I mean, depending on how many acres are in the parcel and how that total pot of money would be gobbled up across the other local sponsors across the state.
But we ended up with 5 of the 50 or so?
We did this year.
Yeah, that's quite a...
2016, we had 2. 2017, we had 1. This year, we're looking at 5 at this point. You know, we could easily be back to the same 1, 2, maybe 3 in 19. It's just the way there was a lot of, I guess, bigger farms that declined partial offers across the state. That created kind of this residual money. We have some smaller farms that were on the table. So we ended up with I'll say a disproportionate amount of money maybe, if that doesn't sound real good, but it's just the way it worked out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Other questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-806. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-807, in the matter of approving the DKMM County Recycling and Litter Prevention Office Program Status Report for the first half of 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Jennifer Way Young, Keep Delaware County Beautiful, Delaware General Health District. The first 6 months of this year, I've presented 27 times to 670 students, primarily the recycle right, how to recycle right in your community. We had 234 Great American Cleanup volunteers collect about 3 tons of trash. Would have been more if the weather had been more cooperative this past spring. Our juvenile court had 175 participants who collected 2 tons of trash and illegal dumping from our recycling drop-offs and other public areas across Delaware County. I did some tabling events at the Columbus Zoo Earth Day, the Bishop Backers, and at the Northern Olentangy Watershed Festival. I worked with our solid waste district to help with their surveys by contacting businesses and asking them to please send in their reports. The other thing that I wanted to let you know about, if you could put on your calendars, Keep Ohio Beautiful and ODOT and Keep Delaware County Beautiful and Ohio Wesleyan University. We are going to be holding the state roadway cleanup in Delaware County on Saturday, September 29th. And as soon as we get some more information, I will pass that along to you. But would love to have you join us. We'll meet at Ohio Wesleyan and move off into various areas across the county. So hope you can join us.
Any questions or comments?
How are businesses doing then with the recycling?
That question would have to be directed to Jenna Hicks at DKMM. I know that some of the folks that I did call and email did send in reports, and some of them didn't. So I tried. I'll try even harder next year. So I know that this morning I opened an email Jenna had sent in for our recycling drop-offs, and remember, Ashley's still up in Morrow County, so we're getting the Ashley weights. And we're down about 30,000 pounds at our drop-offs. And just briefly looking at them, it looks like a lot of those were places that now have curbside. So Berkshire, Berlin Township, Genoa Township seeing a reduction too, which you would expect. Orange is down a little bit, Liberty. So we are seeing the weights at the drop-offs go down, but hopefully we'll see the weights going up on the curbside side of it. That's the hope, though.
Thank you.
Other questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-807. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-808, in the matter of approving a transfer of funds for the Job and Family Services Department.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Steve Sikora with Job and Family Services. I'm here to present to you a transfer of funds from our Children's Services Division and our WEO Division back to the PA Fund. Now, this is a quarterly reimbursement we do for wages and benefits, medical costs. So we pay all of the salaries out of the PA Fund, and then once that is, like I said, quarterly, we will ask for reimbursement to be put back from Children's Services and WEOA back into that public administration, or I'm sorry, public assistance fund.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-808. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Stephen.
Resolution number 18-809, in the matter of approving a contract of sale and purchase between William P. Noble and Carolyn A. Noble and the Board of Delaware County Commissioners for the Lower Alum Creek Pump Station.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion?
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag with the Regional Sewer District. This is a property that we're purchasing for construction of our Lower Alum Creek Pump Station. This is going to actually be our second largest pump station in the entire district. This piece of property is it's very important that we actually get it in this location because of the cost that will be incurred in building the station is cheaper than any of the other sites that we looked at. So we recommend your approval of this contract so that we can proceed forward with the closing.
Questions or comments? Vote?
Vote on motion 18-809. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-810, in the matter of accepting sanitary sewer improvements for North Farm Section 5 and Section 7, Phase B.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Lewis, seconded by Commissioner Benton. Discussion?
These improvements have been installed and have met all of our requirements. This is for a subdivision that includes 29 homes off of North Road, just north of Lewis Center Road.
Questions or comments? Vote?
Vote on motion 18-810. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye. Tiffany, we can call you director now.
That's right. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's great.
Resolution number 18-811, in the matter of establishing a new organizational key and approving supplemental appropriations for federal funds involving the State Route 3 and Galena Road intersection.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion?
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Riley, Chief Deputy Engineer. Excuse me. The State Route 3 project, as you know, we are receiving some federal funds for that project. This action simply sets up the accounting to receive those federal funds and post the payments that are made by ODOT on our behalf as revenue and expense in our books. This is not asking for more money, simply posting the appropriate revenues in the books.
Any questions or comments? Vote?
Vote on motion 18-811. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-812, in the matter of awarding a bid and approving a contract between the Delaware County Commissioners and Shelley and Sands Incorporated for the project known as Del SR 003.12 or 21, State Route 3 Escalina Road, Walnut Street Intersection Improvements Project.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion?
Same project. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. This is, again, the State Route 3 and Galena Road intersection project. We received 4 bids for this contract. The low bid was from Shelley and Sands, whom we've worked with a number of times. They do very good work. The bid was about 11% under the engineer's estimate, and so we are recommending award to Shelley and Sands.
Had a number lately that have been under the estimates. Are you guys overestimating, or we're just getting good bids?
I think we're getting pretty competitive bids. You know, when we estimate, we're trying to take into account a lot of different variables, including the timing of the project. And yeah, for the most part, I've been pretty pleased with the bids we've gotten this year.
What question? I'm sorry.
Yes, Rob, the timetable on this?
Yes, the construction will start very soon, and the signal and the turn lanes will be up and running by this fall.
This fall? Wow,
Yes.
that is. I noticed the business on the corner has relocated the driveway and
They have, yeah.
some of the other things that were in the right-of-way, so that's great. Boy, that's fast. Good.
Other questions or comments? Vote?
Vote on motion 18-812. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 18-813, in the matter of approving the plats of subdivision for Nelson Farms, Section 2, Phase C, Part 1B, and Woodhaven Estates, lots 514, Division number 1.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion?
We have 2 plats that have been approved by all the required county agencies. Nelson Farms, I believe, is 8 lots off State Route 315, and Woodhaven lots is, Woodhaven Estates is just a re-subdivision of 2 existing lots.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-813, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Resolution number 18-814, in the matter of approving owner's agreement for Africa Road widening at Sycamore Meadows.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
This is a new subdivision located right across from Brookview Manor, which is a Pulte development. This is on the west side of Africa Road, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a mile south of Route 36, 37. This agreement involves the turn lane that will be needed to turn into the subdivision. I would note that this is probably potentially going to be the first TID project. And so basically this agreement allows the subdivision to move forward through our process. I would expect potentially sometime in the next couple of months, bringing you an agreement where you would basically assign the responsibilities and duties under this agreement to the TID to allow the TID to move forward with the construction of the turn lane.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-814, Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Resolution number 18-815, in the matter of approving a right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
We had 5 pretty routine utility installation permits and recommending your approval.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-815, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Thank you.
Rob, getting back to Galena Road again, will that intersection be blocked then on Galena Road? Or how will that work?
The traffic on Route 3 will be maintained throughout construction. There may be some short-term closures on Galena Road.
Okay.
But for the most part, traffic will still be able to get through that intersection without a problem. So the widening on Route 3 will be done part width at a time, and they'll shift
Okay.
traffic to the one side or the other. So we wouldn't anticipate any major issues. But again, the signal will be the last thing to go up, and that, I believe, has to be done by this November.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Vote.
That was just
That's right. Very good.
was talking.
I apologize.
That's all
You're right.
Resolution number 18-816, in the matter of establishing the maintenance account, approving the maintenance easements, and certifying the drainage maintenance assessment collection percentages for 2019 for the Scott number 604 lateral number 2 drainage improvement project.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Brett Bacon, Soil and Water Conservation. This is the drainage project on Pyatt Road. I'm very happy to report that the project was completed almost $19,000 under our final hearing engineer's estimate, so we will be returning some money to the landowners and reducing the final assessments for those landowners. I'd like to publicly commend and thank the contractor on the job and our soil and water staff for getting this project done under some pretty adverse weather conditions that we experienced from October through April. So we would recommend approval and be happy to answer any
I
questions.
drove down that road yesterday, and I said, I wonder where we stand on that project. So,
It's looking pretty good.
and I know there were some neighbors in that area that were, let's say, concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Are they okay, or?
I have not heard from any of those folks. I did speak to the Berlin Township road superintendent a few weeks ago, and he reported speaking to a few of them, and it seems that everybody is pleased with how the project turned out in its final form, so.
Good.
I know that I have spoken to a couple of the folks on the east side of Pyatt Road, and they're extremely happy, but they were the ones that had the brunt of the water problem,
Was it
so,
difficult?
yeah.
Very good. Any other questions? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-816, Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Resolution number 18-817, in the matter of authorizing the use of a procurement card for the Commissioner's Office.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Mike Fromer, County Administrator. We have a procurement card for Karen First for your approval, presented for your approval.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 18-817, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
That brings us to administrative.
I have no report.
I think it's Commissioner Benton's turn.
Penn is having a taste of Powell at the zoo on, from 5 to 9 on Thursday. So don't really have a whole lot else to announce.
Mr. Lewis?
I don't have anything.
Wow. Just a couple of things I was going to mention. The Board of Elections state funding, I was at a CCO meeting Friday, and I don't know, have y'all seen the number we got regarding the voting machines? We're getting $1,974,724.83, which obviously is well short of what it will take to replace the machines, but that is the dollar figure that we will be getting. And if you guys want to see what other counties are getting, I'll make this available to you. I did have the opportunity Friday to listen to the two gubernatorial candidates and their running mates. Both candidates, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I thought it was beneficial, interesting, and now it's just a matter of letting things play out. We have one more check from MCO, and I think I sent an email or a text to Cy to let him know that was coming. The check, if the state had a surplus as of the end of the year, July, their fiscal year, there was another check for 30% of one of our payments, and that will come to us end of August, according to what I was told. And that's all I have. I do believe we have need for executive session.
We do. Resolution number 18-818, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of employment and compensation of a public employer, public official, and to consider the purchase of property for public purposes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-818. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
We are now in executive session.
Resolution number 18-819, in the matter of adjourning out of executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 18-819. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye. With that, we are now adjourned.